Hi, I'm Wendy. Welcome to Baby on Board. In this video, we will talk about tantrums and how to manage them. Tantrums are very common in the age group 1 to 3 and usually involve crying, screaming, kicking, flailing about, holding one's breath, perhaps vomiting, and generally losing it. Why do children have tantrums? One reason is that the frontal lobe in children, which controls rational thought and reasoning, is underdeveloped until between 3 to 6 years old. What does all of this mean when we are dealing with emotions and behaviours? Basically, our children, and some adults, are functioning primarily from the emotional reactive brain. They are going to throw a tantrum because you gave them the wrong colour cup, get angry when their siblings take away a toy, and cry if their teddy is in the wrong place. Their rational, self-controlling brain is still finding out how to manage these emotions. When a child is born, their brain size is only 25% of what it will be as an adult. The main structures are all there, but the wiring between them, the neural pathways, is very sparse. The first 5 years of life sees over 90% of the brain's growth occurring with the formation of the connections directly linked to a child's life experiences and interactions with others. What that means is, every time we have an experience, our brains form a connection between the cells and structures involving memories, feelings, and learning. So, your child is not turning into a monster, spoiled, or trying to persecute you. Tantrums are a normal part of toddler development. Some children may have more frequent tantrums. Sensitive children are often more susceptible to overwhelming emotions. Situations that make tantrums worse are your child being hungry or tired. If your child is not sleeping well, they often have more tantrums. Try not to shout at them or get frustrated yourself. A screaming child can make you feel angry, as anger is contagious. Getting angry with them often makes the situation worse. Children rely on their parents to moderate their emotions. What works is to stay very calm. Don't try reasoning. When the tantrum starts, it's usually too late. If you give in to the tantrum, for example for sweets at the supermarket checkout, you can guarantee that the tantrum will be repeated next visit. Acknowledge the child's feelings. I understand that it is very upsetting when you can't have a chocolate, but it will ruin your dinner. Wait out the tantrum. Stay close and be very calm. Your acting skills may be required. You may need to take charge. If in the supermarket, pick up the child and walk out. It may be easier when the tantrum has partially subsided. If this happens consistently, try online supermarket shopping or going alone when your partner or family are home. Sometimes saying things such as, "When you're calm, we will talk about it. I'm waiting until you are calm." Be consistent. If sometimes a tantrum gets your child what they want and sometimes not, the problem could get worse. Developing a plan can be helpful. Try to reduce triggers, being hungry or tired. Wait it out if you can. Ignore disapproving looks. It's usually from people who don't have kids or who can't remember what it's like. Accept that you cannot control your child's emotions. You can only guide them through the tantrum. With breath holding, which is quite common, children can even start to go bluish, but stay calm. They have to take a breath eventually. It's impossible to stop oneself breathing permanently by holding your breath. Accept that it is a phase and it won't last forever. Self-regulation is a difficult task. This happens to almost all children. In fact, I personally have never come across a toddler who hasn't had a tantrum, but there may be one or two of them out there. Accept that children do not do this deliberately. They just have to develop the skills to deal with big emotions. Having a cuddle afterwards and talking about the emotion. I understand that you felt angry can help your child start to recognise emotions. The final point is that dealing with a child having frequent tantrums can be upsetting and wearing, so getting regular breaks is important. Children do become rational eventually. I hope that you have many happy days with your toddler. Please stay to the end of this video to see what our next video is about. If you found any of this information useful, please like and subscribe and share with others who might find it helpful. Do share your own experiences in the comments. Take a look at the video link on the screen for another related video. See you next time.